If you've been hiding under a rock since 2018, I've got good news and bad news. So the bad news is Britain's left the EU. Bendy bananas are back, baby. There's been a global pandemic, resulting in people asking watches of Switzerland if they can get on the toilet paper waitlist. Plus now everyone has a watch YouTube channel, because they haven't left the house in a year. I know. You should have. Gutting. On the plus side, the Tudor Black Bay 58 has become a staple in watch enthusiasts' lists of the best looking divers watches that money can buy. So, every cloud. You're still thinking about the bad news, aren't you? It's 39mm, it's got 200 meters of water resistance, it's probably the 456th video you've seen about it. It's the Tudor Black Bay 58. Now let's get one thing out of the way first. Okay, I'm heavily biased. I'm saying it right now. I think this is the best watch, well, ever. Another thing, it's not the best watch in the world. Okay, sadly, I know that. I'm not an idiot. I am an idiot, but I just struggle to accept that it isn't. And here's a couple of 3 reasons why. Now, I would say the price, but let's be realistic here. Anything over, say, £100 is insanity for a watch in this day and age. These are beautiful frivolities, and we're all here for it. In the mad context of luxury watches, however, £2,760 for a dive watch that's executed this well, with the heft of a brand like Tudor behind it, that is a good price. Secondly, holy shit, this bezel action is insane. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. I've tried Rolex, I've tried Omega, I've tried that watch with the bezel action that goes to a different school, you wouldn't know it. And this blows them all out of the water. Before I get into why, just have a listen. How was that for you? Now, the joy of this bezel really is in the turning of it. Okay, it's an aluminium insert, so it's pretty dull looking, and it's not as scratch resistant as a ceramic one would be. But saying that, it's also in keeping with the vintage aesthetics. Go to an AD and try one. Seriously, at times like these shops really need your business. Either that, or they mightn't get as pissed off about a guy sat there spinning a bezel around for fun. Feel how every click is even, sharp, crisp, and with absolutely no backplay. When it reaches 12, feel how it stays there perfectly aligned, unless you give it a slightly stronger push than at any other point. This is a watch for those who, like me, don't time their dives, but just enjoy the novelty of being able to time something like James Bond might have done once upon a time. The other amazing thing about it is this in-house caliber MT5402, a 3-hand movement that measures just 26mm and provides 70 hours of power reserve. I'd say you could take it off Friday and put it back on Monday and it'd still be ticking, but the truth is, you won't be taking it off. The movement's equipped with a silicone balance spring, meaning that it's anti-magnetic, so don't worry about your devices setting this thing off, it'll handle it with ease. MRIs, CAT scans, dog scans, you name it. Okay, scratch those last 3. Oh, and did I mention that it's COSC certified? Mine's been running at +1 second a day for a couple of weeks now, and I haven't been late for anything yet. And when you do need to eventually set it again, somewhere down the line, the crown action is smooth, it's solid feeling, and it's reliable. Now, just like a lateral flow test, I'm kind of obliged to mention negatives. It's the usual suspects here, the faux rivets, only 3 micro adjustment holes, no on-the-fly adjustment on the clasp, but to be honest, that's it. Oh, no, one more, and this is a personal one. Very much like a cliched teen dream, I like having a date. I can let that one go though, because when you wear the 58, it just feels right on the wrist. There's no rattle in those solid end links, The ceramic ball bearing on the incredible clasp means you know it's going to be safe and sound come hell or quite literally high water. And by the way, that clasp is almost as satisfying as the bezel, if that were possible. The polishing and the brushing on the case is superb, just as you'd expect. And it sits on the wrist beautifully, helped no doubt by the slim profile. Now, including the box sapphire crystal, I have it at just 11mm. As always, I bought a couple of straps for this watch, but I don't really use them despite how good it looks. Now maybe that's the Instagram effect, but I'm just not the guy looking off into the distance with a James Bond NATO on my watch. I drive a Renault for f***'s sake. And no, this is not a paid promotion. I wish it was, because I don't think I've tried to sell something this hard since I was on Tinder. So, it's got a better bezel action than a Rolex. It's got a Workhorse Movement. It's probably the 15th time it's been recommended to you in just the past hour. It's the Tudor Black Bay 58. What do you think? Agree or disagree? Leave a comment down below, and please do like and subscribe. As a philosopher, or a shopping bag, once said, every little helps.